season. Head of House Tracy.
Yes, big brother.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Biggie.
Kindly select your house guest.
Ciao, ciao.
You know, sometimes when I think about it, I wonder how Big Brother comes up with the kind of games he has, especially for the arena games and the Head of House challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our newest Head of House, Tracy.
Ibifubara. Danboskid. You have been evicted from the Big Brother Niger house. Please leave the house.
This guy's eviction pained me. I didn't even expect it. But like Ebuka would ask, did you vote for your fave? Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, talking the Big Brother Niger show season 10. No zero, no minus, 10 over drama, 10 over love, 10 over confusion, 10 over bad goods, and everything in between. Like, Big Brother has already said it. I don't even want to say Big Brother. Ebuka is always ringing this thing in our ears. If you like somebody and you enjoy somebody on your screen, do not forget to vote for your fave. That's the reason we have Danboskid out of the game. But before I even talk about how Danboskid got out of the game, let's talk about what happened at the live eviction show. A lot of people were expecting this show. A lot of people are already giving Ebuka the task of asking a particular housemate in the person of Sultana a lot of questions, but Ebuka did not really delve into that question very much. So the live show starts and Ebuka is talking to the housemate. First of all, you know the way he does it. He talks to the head of house and says, how has it been being the head of house, and why did you not pick Gigi Jasmine as your guest? And then Victor was like, it was a very tough decision. He was thinking about it. And Ebuka was like, are you sure that it was tough for you to have picked Gigi Jasmine? He was like, yeah. Now Ebuka now moves to start talking to the housemates. He starts with Thelma Lawson. And it's not like, Thelma, you were head of house for a few hours. And then there was this whole Kaikumi conversation. What exactly is your issue with Isabella? And that was where Thelma Lawson was like, see, Isabella is not a girl's girl. Isabella is somebody who I actually did help when we started on the show, but apparently I saw that the way she is, she's not really like supportive and all of that. And then she starts talking about how Isabella accused Mensan of taking K-Bobo's bread, whereas it wasn't K-Bobo, it wasn't Mensan who took K-Bobo's bread. And she was just talking all over the place. The summary of what Thelma Lawson was saying was that Isabella is not a girl's girl, and that's the reason they are not vibing. Ebuka was like, okay. Now Ebuka moves from Thelma Lawson's conversation to that of Sultana, because for the past 3 days, it has been Sultana versus Dede in one way or the other. If there is no conversation about Dede from Sultana, there's always a conversation about Sultana with Dede. But I mean more of Sultana than for Dede, right? So Ebuka was like, Sultana, what exactly is the issue? What do you think about this person?
We have different personas, and then that's okay. I don't feel any type of way.
Ebuka was like, are you sure you're cool with her as a person? And she was like, yeah, I'm cool with her as a person. Ebuka said, are you sure? I mean, we're expecting Ebuka at this point to bring a little bit of receipts. Okay, so Sultana, you said this, and you said that about this particular lady. Or you did this, you peed here, or you did, I mean, I heard she peed in Dave's box. I really do not even understand how and why. Anyways, I was expecting that Ebuka would ask questions around that area, but Ebuka didn't ask that. He moves on to talk to Doris, and he's like, Doris, okay, so what's your take about Mide? What do you think about Mide? And I was confused. I was like, I was thinking that he would ask about Dede, but anyways, Ebuka was asking about Mide, and then she says at first she didn't like Mide, but later on they've grown to like each other, so she's very cool with Mide and all of that. Ebuka was like, all right. So it was time for the eviction, and honestly, my predictions were Ibifubara and probably Tracy, or maybe Mide, or Ivata will be going home. That was my take, right? That was what I was thinking. But Big Brother was like, you must be very, very wrong. So Ebuka comes and says the housemate should stand up, and the very first person to be evicted was Danboskid. And as he walked out of that place, I just kept on thinking, like, what just happened right now? Like, people did not vote. So this guy was leaving, and then he hugged everybody, including Zita, and then he leaves. He gets on stage, Ebuka is talking to him, asking about Zita, and he was like, he really likes her and all of that. Now remember when Danboskid climbed the stage before he got into the house, he said he doesn't chase women. women come to him. So Ebuka was like, so you said you don't chase women, women come to you. So this whole Zita situation, what exactly is happening there? Like, did she come to you? And he said no, that he just grew to like her. And he said that he doesn't chase women. However, have you seen Zita? I was like, oh God, you guys, people need to stick to a particular narrative. Is it that women chase you? You don't chase women, or that you just let us know? So Ebuka was like, all right, let's look at your highlights and everything. And then he looks at his highlights, and then Ebuka was talking about the fact that, okay, what's next for you? And he says he's going into the acting industry. And then he asked about Zita. So are you guys going to pursue something? And he says, let's wait and see while she comes out of the house, right? Ebuka goes back into the house and evicts another person. This time it was Ibifubara. And I know, like, this was very expected because, like I said, she's one person I thought would actually leave the show because she's really been very calm, and I just felt like she was going to leave the show, right? So she being evicted, she's coming out, and Ebuka is asking, like, how was your stay? And she was like, she was already feeling like she was going to leave. She was already feeling lonely and all of that. So Ebuka was like, so you were close to Ortega. What was happening there? She says she was attracted to Ortega as well as Brad Morgan. And somehow I knew that if she stayed long enough, because media has always had an issue with Ibifubara and Brad Morgan's relationship, there would have been a little bit of drama there, right? But unfortunately, she was evicted. So, oh well, the end of the journey, but we don't know what Big Brother would have in store. So at the end of the day, these guys were the ones who left the house. I was thinking that 3 people would leave the house though, but apparently we only had 2 people who left Big Brother's house for this Sunday. Now, Big Brother announces the most influential housemate of the week.
Boy.
And honestly, for the very first person, I knew it was going to be Rude Boy, because I don't know who else has the energy that Rude Boy has. That guy carries that house. Is it arena games? Is it the task? Is it being in the house? The games that they play, how he's jovial, how he's loud at parties. The guy is the most influential. I don't even know if there would have been anybody that would have beat him. Maybe this next week that we're in, right? At the end of this week, maybe we would have a new person that would be the most influential. But I would say that Rude Boy deserves the crown as the most influential housemate of the week. Now let's quickly talk about the Head of House games for Sunday. Cookies!
The simple nature of this game.
So of course, the Big Brother calls the housemates to the arena and they start their game. They had the very first part where all the housemates had to play and beat a particular time. When I watched Jason J play this game, I was like, this guy is so fast. So we had Jason J top, we had K Bobo, we had Tracy, we had Denari, and I think Mensan. They were the ones who like scaled through the first batch of the competition. We moved on to the second batch where these guys had to have balls on the plate and then they will have to stand. But I think that Mensan, K Bobo, and Jason J did not understand what Big Brother was saying when he said, you will hold the ball on the plate and stand, not move. But these guys didn't understand, so they moved. So they were already like disqualified from the second part of the game. So we had the last man standing and the last woman standing. That was Tracy and Denari. And then now they had to stand on bars, hold the plates, and have the balls on top, and then the balls will not fall. I was watching them. In my mind, I thought Denari was the one winning, but apparently it was Tracy who won. So Big Brother congratulated her and then said, okay, choose your house guest. Honestly, somehow, I was thinking she was going to go for Big Soso. I understand that she and Big Soso did fall out, and one of her diary sessions, right, she said that in as much as she's cool with Big Soso, she doesn't know if she's going to be friends with her, because Big Soso said something that really struck her heart. Big Soso said that friendship is not by force, and that really like hurt her. So she's not sure if she would like hold Big Soso as close as she did. So when Big Brother asked her to pick her house guest, she picked Culture, and I was like, Culture? Okay, no problem. All right. So, of course, everybody congratulated her and everybody's back into the house, right? I know that when it comes to the Head of House games, we have the Head of House games and then we have the Head of House Challenger. The question now is, will Tracy be able to hold her title as Head of House and then secure herself immunity for the week? We're going to find out, because I feel like if Tracy does not secure herself the Head of House title for the week, right, she just might be... I don't know. I'm thinking she might be going home. I'm just thinking, right? But I think that she really needs that immunity for the week. That's my thoughts about Tracy. However, we can get surprised. The drama in the house still continues. The drama of Dede plus Gigi Jasmine, Sultana, Doris is being dramatic right there. Mensah was crying when Danboskid was evicted, and he had a lot of things to say. Probably we'll say more in his diary session, right? But I see that the drama in the house is still going to continue. Jason J and Kola versus Dede is still there. Dede is still trying to like keep her cool and everything. The drama of Brett Morgan and Mide is also there. The drama of Thelma and Isabella is also there. So I'm very sure, like Culture said, this week is going to be long. That's the update when it comes to Big Brother Naija show for Sunday. I got you with more right here on this channel. Till next time, remember to enjoy every moment. Bye.